Hi, I'm Christy Williams, founder and CEO of Fame Enterprises, and this is Everyday Entrepreneur.
I'm just so blown away. I am very, very impressed. I love the story. I think that the magazine itself, because of what I do with the vlog, I
Yes.
just love what the magazine does. And you've had some notable people on your cover. Who are some people that you've interviewed that you think, are worth mentioning?
I would say, I guess, Brandy, Adrian Bailon, Megan Good, Devon Franklin, her husband, Kiki Palmer, and we're about to have, I'm not going to even release it. It's going to be pretty awesome cover.
Oh, that means you have to tune in and you need to follow May Magazine on social media as well as following Kris. I thought she was going to give us the exclusive, but it's okay. It's okay. I really think that I want to close out on us talking about, since you've been an entrepreneur for 7 years, what is some advice you would give to your younger self?
Be patient. Be patient. It's not going to happen overnight, and it's something that's going to take a lot of work. If I knew now the work,
Yes.
like the number of hours that I would have, had to spend doing this. I don't know. I might have I mean, really, because you
those
think
long nights.
you
those
think
early
back
mornings.
to earlier, you think that being an entrepreneur will allow you to be flexible in your schedule, right? It's like,
Give
I
you
want to
that
be my
freedom.
own boss. I want to have my own freedom, which is really why I, started, one of the reasons why I started. But when I look back, my life is the complete opposite. You do have to clock in. I just have clients instead of a boss, a manager, and so
You have
that,
to make sure your clients are satisfied.
and you have to
make sure you're on task.
constantly, there's a lot of competition out here, so you do have to respond quickly, and you do have to deliver work at a quality level that no one else can compete with, and that level of work requires a lot of time. So I would just say, to my younger self, build your team, stay patient. I would say also tap into additional people or resources or mentors. Back in the day, I was just kind of like, I don't believe in mentorship because people don't care about you for real.
Genuine.
Like just
Right.
being negative. That's a really negative way to think that no one cares.
Right.
Like that no one wants to help you. They want to help you, but you have to, talk to them and tell people what you're doing, and also being a support system to other people. It hit me later, way later, that you have to give before you get first.
Yeah.
And so doing things like this, giving people the support that they need for whatever they have going on. People will remember. People will be like, you know what, Allison, I mess with her. I wanna feature her on Made Magazine. Just because you thought of me. And it's not because people are being tit for tat,
Right.
but it's just you're top of mind for them because they remember what you did. So just positioning myself. I mean, there's just so many things that, I would say to myself now, but I think in the future, I'm excited about what's happening, and God is still working, and it's just the beginning of what's going on. So I'm excited.
I say that to my clients all the time. When me and Emil first started working together 3 years ago, I would always say it's just the beginning, it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
And now, as we elevate and grow, I'm still like,
It's just the beginning.
It's just
It
the
is.
beginning. And
It's
that's
so
what's
much.
key.
Yeah.
That pace. I think that's what, when you said be patient, also understand the pace and the tone of the journey at the time. So many things have happened for me that I was just like, oh, okay. My favorite thing is okay, God. I have a shirt coming that says okay, God, because
I get that.
it's just like I don't know what else to say, but okay.
Yeah.
And it's truly a journey. When I first started teaching entrepreneurship, I did not think I would then turn it into my book that I'm releasing this year.
Yeah.
So it's about that pace and about those lessons and just being prepared for the future that's ahead.
Right. And on that end, preparation meets opportunity. In the times of struggle and you're feeling bad, like, do more work.
Yeah.
And that's really one of our clients, BMW. It came out of a need and me being like, I just want to pitch. Like, I just pitch all my ideas. Somebody has to do something, you know, and I wouldn't have pitched if I was comfortable because I would have been good, you know. So
it takes you outside your comfort zone.
It takes you outside of your comfort zone, and that preparation in those times will position you for something random, a random opportunity that will come up, and you're like, oh, I already have a deck for that. I already have a business plan for that. Back in the day, you know. So, yeah, those things, preparation is key.
I like that. One of my subtitles in the book is "Nobody Cares, Work Harder."
Right.
That's nobody cares what you're feeling, what you're going through. You got to do the work.
People do not care, and you got to kind of get out of the, you know, constant. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm this. I'm that. It's like, who cares?
Right.
Keep it moving. It's part of life, and it's a part of the process.
It is so much a part of life, and we have to enjoy the process and enjoy the journey. I'm rocking Miss Yearly Huff, which is one of my local artists. It's her superhero line. She believes that she is a superhero, a woman superhero. So I'm rocking this for Women's History Month. And so to close out, I want to know, who are some women entrepreneurs that have influenced you and or, you know, empowered you? It can be a mental mentor. It could be somebody you actually touch, you know, but who are some people that have actually influenced your journey?
Yes. I mean, I would say 80% of my business, maybe 90% of my business are women entrepreneurs.
Awesome.
I love supporting women. It's women support me, you know, back to Howard, I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. That was a complete savior for me at the time because the network of women that were around me just positioned me that way. I think in the beginning it was my really good friend, my friend of the family, Jane Jones. She owned like 5 McDonald's in Memphis. And just seeing her in that position, just not even asking for advice or anything, just seeing her, it motivated me to, you know, have that same work ethic. Now I think that, back even a few years ago, Halima Nash, she is the executive director of iMentor now, but she's had several roles in philanthropy.
Yeah, I heard of her before iMentor.
Yeah, she's been an extremely pivotal person in my career. Everywhere she's went, she's brought me there. Same thing with Carlene Royal of the Vanity Group. Carlene is just amazing in events and production, and you know, she had experience with Def Jam, and now she has like all these celebrity clients, Diddy and all these things, that she brought me on to so many projects that I would have never gotten exposed to. And from a mentorship perspective, I would say Michelle Flowers.
I know Michelle.
Yeah, she's been an amazing mentor for me in the marketing space. So there's just so many women that have just poured into me for no reason, like literally. And I guess for them, it's like there was a reason, I'm sure, but for me, you didn't have to. You didn't have to take that time out. So I'm really thankful that God put those people in my life.
And then it gives us an opportunity to give back to others when it's time for us.
For sure. And that's what the position that I'm in right now is, really just elevating other people. Made Magazine is really to share the success stories, not only of entrepreneurs and entertainers that we know, but of everyday entrepreneurs that we may not know. And just like yours, you know, spotlighting people that, you know, we need that exposure, and we need that support. And people don't have to have 1 million followers to know that they're special and they're doing great things.
Exactly.
So whatever I can do to support you and support whoever else, as long as it's quality and I can stand behind it. So it's not just supporting anybody,
because
but
it has to run with your brand as well.
It has to. Otherwise, it's like, that's what you're endorsing. So, you know, as long as you're doing what you're, you know, doing what you really need to do, and like it's quality work, I am completely on board. From like sharing contacts, you know, making introductions, spotlighting people on any of the platforms. You know, I'm really big on that because that's something that I really needed at the time when I was climbing. And I'm still climbing. So yeah, someone did that for me.
And we have to give back. I think that that's what the premise of Women's History Month is about. It's about acknowledging the women who have basically paved the way for so many of us, and then figuring out what can we do to create the next generation of women who can pave the way.
It is.
I love it. So I think that Kris has just overdone me. And I am so happy you were able to come.
I'm happy I came, really. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes. Please tell them how they can follow you on social media and the internet.
Social media, my personal is Kris D. Williams, and Made Magazines is Made Magazine US, and Fame is Fame IMC.
Awesome. And then check out the Kris D. Williams website because it's the bomb.
Oh, thank you.
It talks so much about all it is that she does. I am able to relate to you because people love to say, what is it that you do?
Right.
You know, and you're like, well, I have this,
yes.
this, and this, that,
I
and the
struggled
third.
with that for so long, and I know we're wrapping up, but I struggled with that so long. It's like, what am I focusing on? What is the niche? You know, and people always said in order to, you know, be able to be successful, you have to focus on one thing.
You don't.
We are creators. You really, really don't.
No.
It's about doing it, everything that you want in the order that it's supposed to be done, and creating a plan of logistically, like conceptually, from your perspective, how will that look and how will that be positioned? So, you know, having an umbrella and being able to have entities that are specific enough, if you want to find us through each method or way, you can. But at the end of the day, it's all creating different lanes and different products and different services.
And those multiple streams of income.
And that's what it's about. Also, that's such a big point, is business is cyclical, especially as an entrepreneur.
It is.
So when our events weren't popping in the summertime,
What else can I do to make money?
people needed websites. People needed videos in the fall because they're preparing for the next year. So when that came over, well, now people are doing this. So it's responding to that and being able to have those different streams that can keep you afloat in those early phases. And then later on, 6-7 years down the line, all of them are kind of bringing in revenue, different, you know, forms.
You planted the seeds.
You plant the seeds, exactly. So you can kind of, it's not that you have to sit back and wait, but continue to build on what you have constantly, and you'll get the money. Money isn't even, that's not even a thing. It's gonna come.
It will fall into place.
It will.
And the money will come. And what I like about what you said is that 7 years down the line, now you have that residual income.
Yeah, you
that's
really
what
do.
That's what we really want.
That's
we
what you want.
Sleep with coins coming into our bank
You
account.
do.
You know, that's what it needs to be
Making
about.
money while you sleep. Yes, for
Yes.
sure. Yes.
So I take that. I think that was the best way to close it out, because it's something that we all, I like to say, and I said it with Dr. Renee, this fake ass American dream. You know, school is great. School is great. I mean, I have a master's, and I'm going for my doctorate because I want to be called Dr. Scrutchins. But it's not about, you know, because it's going to get me anywhere. It's more so because that's what I want to do.
Right.
But the money is going to come from me being an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
Not working for somebody's 9 to 5 for the next 40 years, all to get a retirement plan and still haven't built any wealth.
Right. And that's another thing. But at the same time, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. And you can still make money working for someone else. I mean, it's not, and I think that everyone's kind of like, oh, entrepreneurship, I can do this and make so much money.
But if you don't have the discipline,
if you don't have the discipline, if you don't have the foresight, the vision, just the work ethic, maybe corporate America is really for you, and that is okay. We all don't have to do this. Exactly. We all don't have to struggle to get these, you know, to get there. But I think that it's finding that passion and following that passion. And for so long, I was not doing that. I was following the money. And I started out, you know, following the money. And then I realized in the middle of that, that's not what I want to do. And if you can have that foresight to say, no, this is what I do, this is what I enjoy, then the money will come. And I know that that's such a cliche thing to say.
I don't think it's cliche because I'm so big on telling people to live an abundant life. And my thing is that in order for you to live an abundant life and live the life that God has called for you to live, you have to find what it is that you love to do and then find ways to make money doing it.
Right. But to add to that, finding what you love and marrying that with a skill set that you've mastered.
Yes, that's key.
That's where we see, you know, failures and, you know, successes, is that you may be really great at something, but the skill set doesn't, I mean, you might be really great at something, but you're not passionate, or you're really skillful at something, but you're not passionate, and then you end up quitting or doing something else. So
and you need that combination.
And you need a good combination to make sure that you propel to the next level no matter what.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Combination. You
Combination.
need that skill set. You need that passion. You'll be able to propel to the next level. Yes, we're all superheroes, so we encourage all of our women entrepreneurs. And please follow Kris on social media. Thank you so much again for coming. And tune in next month for the Everyday Entrepreneur Vlog. Thank you.